diet to make a lighter weight class.
So here we go, Jackson Nagai taking on Trey Carter.
2024 middleweight champion Jackson Nagai versus Trey Carter.
Jackson won lightweight here at the Pans last year, and then went up to the middleweight division, as we said, at the Worlds, won gold. Had a really close final last year at lightweight at the Pans against Natan Chuang.
Trey trying to pull this 50-50 from the bottom position. Maybe even looking for a knee bar to stave off some of the pressure.
Nice work by Trey Carter trying to come up on top.
Look, he nearly got a sweep there, or at least an opportunity to do so. They gave Nagai 2 points.
You can tell Trey has a high-level guard, despite his movement and dexterity.
Trey Carter really going for that knee bar earlier. And he didn't have like a very concrete guard position by which to recover. He had both of his knees sort of shallow in there. It looked like a very I'm going for the knee bar sort of attempt, rather than having a safety net behind him by throwing both legs through and maybe enabling 50-50 or single leg X position. Well, we had a nice submission in the female lightweight division, as you guys can see in the bottom right-hand corner. Beautiful choke from the back. There have been submissions flying here at the IBJJF Pan Championship. Athletes are really bringing it. And you know what? I feel like in recent years, people have become much more dynamic, too, in their approach. They want to put on a show. They want to continue to finish the fight, not leave it in the hands of a referee's decision or a close advantage-based decision by points. People want to get the submission, and Jackson Nagai definitely one of those people. And as we have seen, Trey Carter also one of those kinds of competitors who want the submission.
Jackson trying to disengage. Trey looks like he's trying to get underneath Jackson's leg, controlling the sleeve.
Jackson stepping on the leg.
Jackson's so hard to control when he's on top. Does such a good job breaking grips, moving side to side. Trey opting to put his foot in the lapel, trying to slow Jackson down a bit.
Yeah, utilizing the lapel is a great way of slowing down somebody like Jackson, who thrives in just moving a whole lot from the top. And that's one of the ways that you can create a lot of openings as the passing competitor. But the lapel guard can really slow things down. And now we see Trey Carter back on this knee bar. Referee calls back an advantage.
Jackson looking for a footlock.
So it's still 0-0 actually. So some changes in the scoreboard due to some referee decision making there in the instant replay booth. So still 0-0. Trey Carter now with the lapel. Has to be careful not to get penalized here. You know, one thing about Trey's guard too, Danny, is it feels very, oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, Trey Carter has a submission!
Jackson, the guy trying to get his head out.
That's gonna be an advantage for Trey Carter. And they're gonna try to reset Jackson back where he was. This is a volatile position for sure. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think that Trey Carter might have injured his back in the middle of the... That is so unfortunate.
That was a pretty tight submission attempt.
Oh, something happened to either Trey Carter's back or his knee. Oh, this is incredibly unfortunate. He nearly gets the submission. It looks like it was maybe his back or his hip. And it could have been when Jackson Nagai put his knee in. It's hard to say, but you see the incredible torque on that arm, and Jackson Nagai just did not want to give up the submission. And
Jackson kind of needed that left knee to make some space to pull his head out of the triangle.
It would appear that Trey Carter, maybe he pulled a muscle or something.
Really unfortunate.
Yeah, because I mean, I was just noticing, like, Trey Carter has such an open guard. It's very loose, but he's doing a great job defending, and it just seems like I would be interested to ask him what happened.
Up on his feet, but doesn't appear to be
in any condition to
fight.
fight.
Super comfortable. Has to go back down to the mat.
Jackson Nagai, 2024 World Champion, 2024 Pan Champion, 2023 American Nationals Champion. And he's fired up. If this match were to continue, he is... Nothing fires Jackson Nagai up like adversity, and that was a near submission for Trey Carter.
Jackson represents Team Checkmat. Trey represents Tag Team. Trey still having some trouble getting back to his feet. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be able to continue. Jackson Nagai is going to move on. Best wishes to Trey Carter.